Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty, and this is episode 15 of the Frigate Fracas tournament. We return once more with the Protostar by Delta Force as the Batten will be going up against the Junyokuban Matsuwa by Early Frost here. So let's go ahead and get this battle underway, get round one started, see how it's going to go. But honestly, I don't think the Matsuwa has the firepower to really do more than scratch the Protostar. There have been ships with a lot more guns and a lot more powerful guns that couldn't do that job. We'll see. So far, the Matsuwa hasn't even taken a hit. Oh, spoke too soon. One of those shells over-penetrated, though. Yeah, Matsuwa's getting hit pretty heavily right in this area. And a 91%, yeah, the Protostar is at 100, and oh, that front turret on the Matsuwa is gone. And I think the secondaries are just kind of bouncing off the Matsuwa's. Oh, it is doing some damage down in here, like. Was landing hits, but it just doesn't knock enough blocks off of the Protostar, and the Protostar just fixes whatever damage the Matsuwa manages to do, which, you know, has been a pretty common theme with Protostar. The Matsuwa is surviving a lot longer than I expected the small ship to do. But oh, its guns are not aiming anymore. The only thing that's firing is this little bitty secondary guy here. Not really a whole lot. Oh, the Matsuwa actually has a pretty good repair rate. It has used up most of its, or at least I don't know if it's the repair rate that's pretty good. It must be for it to still be in this good condition after all this time. Well, good in air quotes. But it's used a lot of its materials at a fairly quick pace. But without guns, it's basically just you know, target practice. Oh, I looked away from my screen and suddenly the Matsuwa is dead and gone. Well, I didn't see what happened. I thought this was going to go out to the time limit. I went and got myself a drink, came back, and the Matsuwa was dead. My bad. Alright, so the Protostar by Delta Force is the victor here in round 1. So let's go ahead and get this restarted. Get round 2 underway, which is probably going to go pretty much the same, but you never know. Starting off, not a whole lot happening. Matsuwa taking some early minor damage from the secondaries, but oh, that primary hit, that was not minor. That blew off the front turret. Oh, but dodged those shells there. The Protostar is just dead set on hitting something up there in the bow of the ship. That secondary, when it actually quote-unquote detonates, it's a frag round, so it doesn't really explode, but it does shoot out fragments. It seems to do a fairly good amount of damage to Matsuwa, but has some serious issues with a lack of initial kinetic damage and armor penetration. Oh! Jeez, well, that's what you call a critical hit. Matsuwa is AI dead. Caught it this time, it went right in here. Blew up the AI, and that is it. The Matsuwa is defeated. Protostar will be gaining another victory. Oh, checking episode numbers before I started the recording there, so I wouldn't give the wrong one. So Protostar goes up to 6. The Matsuwa goes down to 2. Ooh, the Jefferson is up next. This should be an interesting fight. This should be really interesting. I wonder if Faram 4 can stop Delta Force from rolling straight in with 7 wins, no losses, right into the Hall of Champions. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens here, folks. But for today, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.